All right, here we go. This one's going to be a 10mm test. And today we're going to be testing out some new Remington Core-Lokt ammo that I found. So there is what that thing looks like. It is a 200 grain bullet. If you look very closely, it looks literally identical to your Federal HST or Federal Punch. So it is very interesting. It does have your nickel-plated brass and is rated at 1110 feet per second. So we do have two different barrel lengths to test it out of today. We do have our Glock 29. That one does have that 3.78 inch barrel. And our Rock Island Ultra FS. That one does have that 5-inch barrel. So we'll be going through our gel. It is a 10% block. Do have our catch block behind that, so a total of 22 inches of gel. Our 4 layers of cotton t-shirt on the front. And like always, we'll set up our chronograph so you can hopefully pick up those impact velocities. So let's set up and see how this round does. All right, we're setting it to 15 feet. All right, let's see what we did on that one. So it looks like our impact velocity on that one was 1049. So rated was 1110. So, definitely not too bad. Of course, that isn't full power 10 mil, and that was a short barrel. So, definitely not too bad to see. All right, and there is that entry hole. Looks like I got a really good hit. You can see right down that cavity and got a decent star pattern so far. So let's check it out from the top. Oh yeah, not too bad. So it looks like it came in. Started to get those really distinct spiral cuts going through. It's carrying quite a bit. And then we did actually make it into that second block and quite a ways into that second block. So we got quite a bit of penetration there. So let's see at our widest spot. On this stretch, we were 1 3/4 inches. So definitely not the most, especially for 10mm. But, we weren't really expecting too much. It is a commercial load and not loaded all that hot. So let's check it out here from the side. And side, not too bad. So it came in, started to open up. You can see those nice distinct spiral cuts going through, carrying most of the way through that first block. And then it did start to flatline quite a bit. And we did make it a pretty good ways into that second one. So there is measurement from the side is right at 2.5 inches. So it looks like a little bit more from the side than the top. And man, it did go a long ways though. And there's that round. It is facing a little bit downward. Let's see. At our leading edge in that block, we are at 7.5 inches. So that's 18.5 inches of total penetration. I do have an 18-inch roller right here. Let's see. Yeah, so we're that 1/2 inch short. 18.5 inches, man, that's quite a bit for that round. So let's set up for that full size 1911 and see how that one does. All right, we're setting back to 15 feet. All right, let's see what we did on that one. All right, so our impact velocity is 1067. So like I said, rated was 1110. So still, even with that full size 5-inch, we're coming in short. And it's pretty surprising. I believe we only got like 20 feet per second less than, or less in that Glock 29. So pretty surprising there. All right, so there is that entry for that one. Same as that last shot, you can see right down that cavity and have a pretty big star pattern so far. So let's check it out from the top. Oh yeah, check that out. So this one actually looks quite a bit bigger, even though it wasn't really moving too much faster. Quite a big disruption there in that gel. You can see it carrying through, going, and we still made it into that second one. Pretty much identical penetration, so pretty surprising. So let's see at our widest spot for our measurement, we are right at about 2.5 inches. I believe this one was 2.25, so not too much more. It definitely looks wider from the top, but you know, only 1/4 inch difference. So let's check it out here from the side, and same thing from the side. So as soon as it came in, started to open up, you can see it actually did carry that energy pretty much the whole way through that first block. That one is 11 inches, and then you know, did start to flatline there and carry through that second one, but not too bad. So let's see our measurement here from the side. And it looks like from the side we're exactly the same, right at that 2.5. Actually, I believe the top was 2.75, but you know, not too bad there from the side. And it is this round here, and it is facing forward also. So at our leading edge, we are right at 8.25 inches. So that one made a total of 19.25 inches. I believe the last one was 18.5. So definitely quite a bit of penetration there from that, you know, full size. I was expecting a little bit less because, you know, it was going faster. It's supposed to open up a little bit wider, but it doesn't look like that happened. So let's check these tracks one more time from the top. So the one on the right is that short barrel. One on the left is that full size. So here is that Glock 29 track. Came in, opened up. Nice spiral cuts carrying through. See that nice twisting. Did carry into that second block, and is that round there on the top. And for full size, same thing. Came in, opened up. Looks like it's dumping a little bit more energy in that last one. Really nice spiral cuts, and then you can see that track. Same thing into that second one. That is that top one. So definitely not too bad. So let's pull these rounds and see what they look like. All right, check these things out. Looks like they both got some pretty awesome expansion. So the one on the right is from that Glock 29. One on the left is from that Rock Island. So here is that Glock 29 round. Looking really good. You can see it does have a little bit of that cotton t-shirt on that hollow point cavity, but definitely opened up really nice. Quite a bit of gel still left in there, and it is a huge slug for sure. But you know, definitely did really good. And here's that full size, a little bit more. Looks like it opened up. Mushroomed out a little bit more. As you could tell, I believe this is basically just your Federal punch. It's not the HST. HST is a little bit sharper edges and stuff, but it basically looks like your Federal punch. It doesn't have that P on the bottom, of course, but pretty interesting that Remington is basically loading the same round. I'm assuming they lost some kind of a patent, or, you know, time was up for it, but pretty interesting there. But we definitely got some really nice expansion for both of them. And we'll check them out one time from the bottom. So one on the right is that Glock 29 shot. One on the left is that 1911. And last time from the top. So like I said, we'll rinse these out, get our slow-mo, still shots, all that good stuff here at the end. But there we go, guys. That one was Glock 29 versus full size 1911. And that was the brand new Remington Core-Lokt ammo. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, so there's that cross section for that Glock 29. See some nice big splitting going on down in there. Same thing on this side. I did remeasure these. They're actually right at 2.25 inches. And I believe we're about 1.75 inches when they're actually out there in the field. So definitely good to see, you know, a little bit more damage. So let's cut this open. All right, and here's after being cut. So this bottom is the right side, this top is the left. So you can see as soon as that thing came in, about that 1/4 inch mark started to open up. You see that huge path going through. And this one actually did drag in quite a bit of cotton t-shirt. You can see those nice big splits. So definitely pretty surprising for the velocity it was traveling. Same thing in this top, came in, opened up. You can see once again that nice path going through. And same on this side, ton of cotton t-shirt down in that cavity. And some really, really nice splits. Like I said, that one was, excuse me, wasn't moving out the fastest, but wasn't really expected to. It is a commercial load, and it was out of that short barrel. But, you know, still did pretty good. But there we go, guys. That one was that Remington Core-Lokt out of that short barrel Glock 29. All right, and here's that cross section for that full-size 1911 shot. And this one actually got a little bit more damage. You can see those huge splits down in there. Not too bad at all. So these ones are actually peaking right at 2.75 inches and averaging right at about the 2.5 inch mark. So definitely, you know, really good to see there. So let's cut it open. All right, and here's after being cut. So this bottom is the right side and this top is the left. So you can see same thing as that last one, right at that 1/4 inch mark, started to open up. Got some really nice splits going down in there. A little bit of that cotton t-shirt. And same thing on this side, really deep cut. So definitely pretty impressive. It's kind of the same as the last one. It wasn't moving out the fastest, but you know, it still did quite a bit of damage. So same thing here on the top, came in, opened up really nicely. Got that nice splitting. You can see there's a little bit of black material in there. That is the cotton t-shirt. They're usually marked with a Sharpie. But yeah, pretty darn impressive. And like you said before, that one basically looked exactly like your Federal Punch or Federal HST. You know, which is also very surprising too, because I didn't expect another company to actually be loading those bullets. But there we go, guys. That one was that 200 grain Remington Core-Lokt, and that was out of that full size 1911. Thanks again for watching, guys.